Gentlemen, welcome back to the Australian National Flag Football Championships. It is the second women's game of the day on Field 1. You're watching the first possession of the game, almost a sack, as SA caught in their own, almost in their own end zone. It's Kate Allman here, the voice of football, alongside Tommy McMillan in the booth. We have Danny Webb sideline. We'll be giving you all the action all day on Field 1 as we enter into Championship Monday. It's the afternoon where the big action's going to occur. Semi-finals and finals coming up for the men, and the women finals. Long throw here for the Sharks. Missed the target, nearly got through, and a first down. Got to get across halfway when you are playing flag football to get a fresh set of downs. It'll be third down here. Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
Third down for the Sharks. And that's incomplete. So they're incomplete. It's the ACT Monarchs against South Australian Sharks. Sharks now at fourth down. Here they go. Quarterback Tessa Davis, the 18-year-old, makes the reception through her receiver. They move the chain through Georgie Willis. In fact, it's Tiffany Payton, the receiver on that occasion. T-Mac, what do you expect from this game?
Yeah, we had ACT.
T-Mac's not with me right now. It feels like his mic isn't working, and we'll get back to that in a moment as the ACT take their first possession of this game. Danny de Groot at quarterback. Second down. De Groot comes under centre. Fakes the handoff. In fact, did hand off. Fooled everyone. Marilyn Iona makes a move downfield. Moves the sticks another 5 yards. They continue the drive. Danny de Groot, a veteran quarterback in this game. High snap. Moves forward nearly at the halfway yard line. That's Kira O'Connor with a catch on that occasion. They're 1 yard out from halfway. Fourth down. Got to get across the halfway to get a fresh set of downs in flag football. And you'll notice on the defense, the rusher is the player with their hands up. The reason they are further back from the line of scrimmage is they have to be 7 yards back from the quarterback. All kinds of confusion and all kinds of yellow flags thrown there. A lot of contact being made. And I feel like that's going to be going backwards for the ACT. So first down conversion for ACT. They move upfield and they're now 15 out from the end zone. Let's take a look while we wait for this play to unfold at the ladder. It's New South Wales women on top, still undefeated. Queensland in second place after that narrow loss to New South Wales. De Groot with ball in hand. Nice catch made by Dominic Hounslow. Has her 2 children watching at home. Hounslow, big hello to them if they're tuning in. As the ACT move 9 yards out from the end zone. De Groot has options. Got to evade the rush, though. Gets tipped on the way through. Couldn't get to Kylie West, who was trying to help out her quarterback. That makes it 3rd down for the Monarchs. De Groot goes over to head coach Joshua Gargiulio and has a little chat. Trying to reach deep into the playbook now. It's always difficult when they get close to the end zone, almost like the entire field becomes congested. And the defense really have an advantage because they can clog up that end zone. Russia has their hand up. Tessa Davis is playing on defense now as well for the Sharks. There's a short reception made by Dominic Hounslow, but a flag thrown. Too much contact. That sends them backwards, the ACT Monarchs. Penalty on the offense because of the contact there. They're going to go tight formation here. Number 14, Marilyn Iona, the netball representative player for New Zealand. 15-year-old wide receiver on the left. Watch for her. High snap. Oh, not again. We saw this happen on multiple occasions on the previous game the ACT women played. That's gone over the head of Danny de Groot and ends in a turnover for the South Australian Sharks to come back onto the field. The Sharks, led by their young gun quarterback, AFL player Tessa Davis, previously has been picked for the Outback Flag World Cup, but was not eligible to play due to her young age. Here's the first snap. Rush coming, sidearm, gets to the sideline. Can't catch it, can Kaori Jeffries. There was real pressure coming from Lucy Glowag of the ACT defense. Brini Parker, wide receiver, moves closer to the center. Oh, nearly picked off too. Nearly got through to Rachel Batika on defense for the ACT Monarchs. Just dropped it on the way through, but there'll be a penalty flag, and it is a penalty on the defense. And they'll march it forwards. That's an advantage for the Sharks. Still 2nd down, moves up to the 10-yard line, 20 out from halfway, 15 out in fact. Davis, the 18-year-old quarterback, sidearm, not on the same page with Parker. Parker apologises. It looks like the route was incorrect rather than the throw. Tiffany Payton at centre in her 2nd year representing South Australia at the Flag Nationals gets the ball back. She'll start us off 3rd down at the 10-yard line from their own end zone. The South Australian Sharks looking to move upfield. Tessa Davis has a rush coming. Got to get over the top. High ball to Parker. Parker can't reel it in. That had just about everything except for the catch that was required down the sideline. So 4th down now for the South Australian Sharks.
Huge down here.
Tommy Mack, welcome back. I'm glad to hear your microphone working. It was getting a little lonely here in the booth. It's T. McMillan from the Any Given Sunday podcast. We have Danny Webb sideline. Tommy, it's been a defensive battle so far as Tessa Davis, the 18-year-old quarterback, has to move around. But the rush came too quickly. Kenzie claws her way all the way home. Tessa Davis, the rookie young gun, perhaps that's a lack of experience there. She just couldn't evade the rush in time.
You're spot on with it being a defensive battle so far.
Both teams not able to get after halfway with their first possessions. We'll see what ACT have got this time.
Danny de Groot back at quarterback. An early flag that looks like a false start has occurred because that flew before anyone moved. Yeah, penalty on the defense here. The Sharks jumped early. So they'll move the ball upfield 5 yards. They'll start at the 10 rather than the 5, the ACT Monarchs. Still first down. De Groot receives the snap from Glowag, goes forward. Nearly got it to Kira O'Connor. Did get it to Kira O'Connor. A flag pulled just in time because she was going to go many yards after catch.
Great set of hands there. And like you said, good defense to be able to pull her up before the halfway because otherwise she was well and truly gone.
Kira O'Connor, 4-time netball state representative athlete. She's been a flag representative since 23 and played multiple flag football tournaments overseas. She's just 19 years old, already got so much experience. De Groot over the top, gets the first down easily, and O'Connor keeps moving downfield. Beat the first line of defense, got to the 15. A first down and some.
And the end sum so important. Cuts off a good 10 yards into that offensive side now. And like we said, we've still got 4 plays to try and get through the end zone.
Flag pulled again. They get it past 10-yard line through Marilyn Iona. It's going to be second down here and 9 to the end zone with still no scores in this game.
Interesting. Haven't seen star of the show the last game, Hannah Monty, out there yet.
De Groot, ball in her hands, lofts it into the end zone. There's a catch made. It's Kylie West, the AFL star, has played in international flag football before. Here she is in nationals, scoring the first touchdown of the match.
Great set of hands. That AFL background definitely coming into play there. Comfortable overhead. It was a nice high ball and it was only where she could get it. So huge play there. Going for the 1 point conversion.
1 point conversion on offer. If Danny de Groot can get it into the end zone. Rush coming quickly. Fires it home to Marilyn Iona. New Zealand netball player converts it, and the ACT are 7-0 up. So a changeover on the offense. ACT 7 up against South Australia. Tessa Davis back into quarterback. The young gun, 18 years old, finds a way through. Tried to get it back to her centre, Tiffany Payton, and not quite timing-wise correct. The accuracy just a little off there.
Great rush there as well. We saw the last time we had ACT here that Kenzie Clues, her rushing is incredible.
A rookie to flag football, Kenzie Clues, plays blitzer and safety. The moment Hannah Monty, the all-star on offense and defense, is blitzing. Ball received back by Tiffany Payton at centre. Tessa Davis is going to move the sticks a little further forward, but that's not enough for a first down. They need to get more chunk yardage if they're going to convert this first down. Payton at centre. 3 receivers on the right this time. In the middle is Briannie Parker, AFL background as well. So many AFL converts coming over to play flag football with their overhead catching skills. Davis, sacked. Sacked or ditched it to the dirt. Either way, incomplete, and there's no yards gained.
Yeah, really struggling to move now. That ACT defense really flexing some muscles.
So coach of the South Australia Sharks is Andrew Stevens. He's shouting instructions from the sideline. But a timeout's going to be taken. The Sharks need to figure out what they will do here with 5 minutes left on the clock in halftime. What do you think they'll be saying in that huddle?
They've got to try and get through somehow, don't they? So they've got, 21 yards required just to get the first down. So, look, head down. See how we go. We've got nothing to lose.
They consult the playbook. They're going to figure something out. Tessa Davis is giving instructions to everyone. Such a leader. It's so young. Number 5, 18 years old. We've mentioned many times. This is her second year playing South Australian state flag football. Looking for a place in the national team, given now she is eligible to play. 18 years old. Of course, you have to be adult to play internationally under the rules of flag football currently as they stand. So they're set up again. Tiffany Payton at centre. Receivers spread wide. Parker in the middle. Davis, rush coming from Clues, got over the top. There's contact. Oh, Hannah Monty had a catch. That's going to be a flag. I reckon this will stand as an interception.
Worst case, they're going to be able to, it's turnover on down, so they're going to get an extra 5 yards anyway. So just about where the ball's going to be placed now.
Hannah Monty had a pick 6 in the previous game this morning at 9 a.m. Here she is with what looks to be an interception. They've put the ball lined up near where the interception was made. I think it might be called that, Tommy. To my eyes, certainly a catch and then taken away by the batting ball, which you're not allowed to do. So there it is. That is confirmed. Hannah Monty has an interception to add to her already lengthy stat sheet. And the ACT Monarchs are going to take over possession. So they get the interception, and then it's marched forward due to the contact. That earns them all the way into their offensive half.
That's already 4 interceptions just today for Hannah Monty.
Oh, my
being on
goodness.
fire.
That's not bad. Not bad at a national tournament where international selection is on offer. De Groot at quarterback. Receivers all on the left. She's going to go that way. Over the top. Made a catch was Marilyn Iona, the netballer. That's a nice 6-yard gain.
Although referee wasn't happy with the contact at the end there. So I think they're going to be marched back a little bit here as well. Yep, back into the defensive side. So that penalty that brought them into the offense is now marching back into the defense. But still, even though they're in the defensive side, they are on the offensive downs.
It's all that hard work taken away. Hannah Monty going to have to get her back out there. We know she can play offense as well as defense. So it's second down, back beyond the halfway. Now a long way to go to the end zone. Lucy Glowag at centre. Quarterback is Danny De Groot. Nice spiralling ball to Kira O'Connor. It was tipped on the way through. I think Tessa Davis might have got a fingertip to it. Usually plays quarterback. There she is on defense. And just enough to put Kira O'Connor off her line.
That was nearly a perfect ball, just over the outstretched hands. That would have been exactly what they wanted after being marched back.
Third down for the ACT women's team. De Groot faked the snap. Instead, Gloag has it in her hands, runs for the first down. Now, of course, it's not a first down because the previous first down was actually over halfway. Then they put it backwards, so the first down marker still is the end zone. It was third and very long. It's now fourth down. If the Sharks can stop ACT here, they'll get the turnover. A real chance here for the Sharks. High snap, whistle blown before anything could happen. It looks like someone jumped early. Oh no, that's not what they need. A penalty on the offense, a false start, I think by Lucy Gloag.
Back to fourth and very long.
Gloag is at centre, so it must have been someone else. But fourth and very long, as you say, Tommy. It's going to have to be a big throw. Danny De Groot, does she have the arm? She didn't get the ball. And it's blown dead before anything can occur again. So it looks like that might even be half time here. Players are going to go to the sideline. Our clock not in sync with the referee's watches. So at the moment, it's ACT in the lead, 7-0 against South Australia. It's finals day in the National Flag Football Championships, American Football Australia. Pleased to have you with us. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back with the second half.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? I've just come down here. Okay, do you just want me to keep on talking? Is it better if I talk into this mic, or do you want me to hold the button for the headphones? Okay. Testing. Testing. You want me to tell you a story about what's happening today? Is that what you said? Is it working at all? Working? Is it clear? It's not clear. It is clear. I need to take a step this way. Take it away from her. That way? Is that better? Can we hear? Are we still crackly or are we not crackly? Okay, no worries. So we can just keep on talking. I don't really have much to say. A lot of people are looking at me though, which I don't really love. All right. Testing. Hello. Today's been a fantastic day. The weather is great. It's actually really muggy down here. I'm not loving the mugginess.
All right, second half underway here for the women's flag football nationals. It is finals day, and while these women's games are all pool matches, they really do count, as women will not play quarterfinal or semi-final. They're going to play just one final. It'll be 1 versus 2 on the ladder, so ladder positioning is crucial. South Australia are in 6th, and the ACT are in 4th presently, according to our ladder. Both have an opportunity to move up into that top 2 if they can play well today. De Groot, handoff. And the run after catch by Marilyn Iona is good to move the chains within 10 yards, 15 yards of the halfway.
That point differential with the ladder is crucial as well. So it's not only for the women especially, but more than the men with the different pools. So make sure you win, and win handsomely is key.
That is the headline, isn't it? Win, and win with a lot of points. Danny de Groot's going to try and do that. Gets through to her receiver. They're going to take it all the way to the house. Kira O'Connor. Touchdown, ACT.
We'll be able to see on the replay here, great moving of the hips to get through those tackles. There's 3 of them there, broke through, out in the open space. There was no catching her when she was past halfway.
Really clever little hip twizzle to evade the flag pull, and then just got out in space, as you say. But it's those little moves in congested spaces that is what creates a fantastic flag football player. Kira O'Connor converted from netball, now in flag football. Danny de Groot going for the extra point conversion. That's gone over the head. O'Connor was there, but not that tall. So the ACT now 2 scores ahead. That's a game changer.
Quick start to this second half. It's exactly what they need if they do want to start pushing up into those 1 and 2 spots.
Absolutely. SA Sharks now take the field again. SA find themselves in a tricky position on the ladder. They are in 6th. They've just won 1 game, lost 2. Presently not looking good, but still a full half to go almost. So Tessa Davis, her quarterback, what can she do here? Davis moves left, puts the ball into the dirt between Parker and the other receiver, Jess Whelan. A few communication issues, I think, with the offense of South Australia. They've had a few routes that didn't go to plan, and the quarterback not on the same page. All receivers moving to the right side now. Second down. Davis evades the rush. Nice footwork. Goes through the middle. Parker couldn't wrangle it in. Usually can. The former AFL player. She's going to take a break on the sideline, and a new receiver comes in. It's Mulroney, Ileana Mulroney.
There's plenty of communication there from Tessa Davis pointing where she wanted the receivers to go. So plenty of opportunity to learn from this, even though, like you said, it doesn't look like they're going to be advancing.
Davis gets through to Whelan. Whelan tries to climb the ladder, but gets brought down by Lucy Glowag. It's 4th down and 7 to the halfway mark for Tessa Davis and her Sharks. Rush coming from Clues. Oh no, that's picked off. Davis gave it right to the defense. Lucy Glowag was right place, right time, and gets a turnover for the ACT.
You'll see here on the replay that Glowag was perfectly undercutting there and reading the eyes. Great catch in a bit of traffic as well.
And all the pressure coming from Kenzie Clues, who's been the blitzer and put pressure on the quarterback all day. That's what often forces these turnovers, Tommy. Of course, the great work by Glowag to catch it, but the pressure coming from the blitzer to force the throw under pressure before the quarterback was ready and before the routes were fully complete. Here's Danny de Groot. Fakes a handoff, goes through the air instead. That's a perfect catch, perfect throw. Kylie West moves the sticks.
Good yards early, down to a 12-yard line. Still 3 plays to try and get over the end zone.
Some drama happening on field 2 in the women's as Tasmania play Victoria. Looks like Tasmania have just scored. They are in 5th, Tasmania. Would love to get another win on the ladder before this afternoon. Back to live action here. Fake snap. Lucy Glowag has it. It's that sell by Danny de Groot when she leaps into the air. It has pretty much everyone fooled. Fooled me at that point. Glowag at centre. De Groot under centre. Hands off instead to Iona. Iona's got to move through traffic. Try to spin move. Couldn't get through. Whelan on defence now. Pulled the flag.
Crucial stop there. 2 yards out, 4th down here. If SA is any chance, need to keep ACT out of the end zone.
4th down and 2. SA need to make a stop. Tight formation. De Groot fakes the handoff, wants to go over the top instead. Gets there! Kira O'Connor, the netball state champion, making a name for herself in flag football, gets the touchdown. And here comes the 1-point conversion.
It looks like it could be the first nail in the coffin here for ACT.
Well, time does tick down, and the way that ACT have moved the ball up on offense, it's taken them a while to score, or not score. Every time they're in possession, they just seem to be unable to get through the defense. ACT now, De Groot, rush coming, jumped in the air, forced the bad throw, and it was tipped out of bounds by Mulraney on defense for the South Australian Sharks. The Sharks will force the turnover. Tessa Davis comes back out into quarterback. What do you think of Tessa Davis, the 18-year-old?
Well, she's impressive. Like I said before, even though that doesn't look like their day, it's going to be their day. There's plenty of opportunity to learn from here, and but she definitely has a cannon for an arm.
Many years left in her career, I think. As they have a double quarterback look here. Parker is right behind her. She's going to run it. Running back position. Parker using the AFL skills and speed. Earns some yards, moves them up past the 10-yard mark.
That was a genuine running back. Hand it to the back.
I don't mind that. You don't see it enough in flag football, I think, if someone's got pace. Great way to move the ball.
Especially if they are elusive. It gives them a bit of time to work out where they want to go and how they want to run.
Parker ran the bubble route, but they go back to the centre, Tiffany Payton. And that'll move the chains again. Another 5 yards. This is nice from the Sharks.
Generous spot there. Move them up
Payton
another 2.
able to spot it herself there. I don't know how within the rule book that is, but fair play, say the referees. They go again. 3rd down. Got to get 7. Davis drops back to throw. Payton couldn't get the hands there in time. Pressure again from Kenzie Clues, who's establishing herself as one of the rushers to watch in this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. She's been right up in the QB's face all day. And like you said, just takes away that time and puts a little bit of pressure on the throws. Makes you miss just like we just saw.
After this match, we have the first semi-final for the men's coming up on field 1. So make sure you do stay tuned all day. National Championship Day for flag football in Australia. Big throw from Tessa Davis. Oh, it's out of reach. It would have been wonderful. Kaori Jeffries had her eyes to the sky and couldn't spot the ball.
She disappointed herself there, Tessa Davis.
She wanted it all in one move, didn't she? And I think you had to go for it. But they've earned the flag, it looks like, Tommy, and they're going to move it all the way up. Defensive penalty, and that is what you can get. No, they won't. My apologies. Tessa Davis was moving up the field, but it's only because she's going to play defense as well as offense.
Just wants to stay out there.
It's Parker with a hand up, going to run the blitz this time, moving from wide receiver to defense now. ACT with a new quarterback look. That's Julia Santos Muriel, who is the backup quarterback for Danny de Groot. Those two share the load a little bit.
But again, Danny de Groot is staying out there. We saw this last time they played. Now going to centre and using her catching abilities that she does have.
De Groot at centre. O'Connor, the tall wide receiver on the right. And Muriel to throw through the hands of de Groot that time. Uncharacteristic drop there.
Good
Ball.
pressure from South Australia there.
Ball hits the turf, and there'll be 3rd down at the 10. De Groot snaps it to Muriel, who's going to go forwards, and it's picked off. Ileana Mulroney has the ball in her hands, shucks it from the Monarchs, and gives her team possession just in time.
Perfect timing there for the Sharks. They needed something just to get their day going and gives Tessa really good field position.
So it's Tiffany Payton again at centre and Davis at quarterback. Mulroney, who just had the pick, is lurking in the backfield, but they'll take a timeout to talk things over. Sharks down by 19 here, Tommy. Big way to come back through, and 8 minutes and a half or so left on the clock. What do they need to do?
They need to score. I don't know if that's obvious, but...
How do they do that?
Well, this is their best position they've had on the field all day, it seems like, and it is tough when you haven't scored, and you look at 19 is a long way to come back, but we have seen it before, so look, let's just get their hands in the ball in the hands of some of their playmakers and see what happens.
So we're taking a look at the teams as they head into their huddles. Head coach of South Australia, Andrew Stevens, and assisted by Brody Jackman Evans, Isaac Musselham, and Simon Whitehead, who is also a player. Impressive quarterback, Simon Whitehead. Big man. Comes across from the tackle discipline, but really moves well in flag football. So we're back out. Tiffany Payton steps up to snap the ball. Tessa Davis trying to show what she's worth to international selectors as South Australian women's finals chances fade away. Not without a fight, though. That's a nice little run move and earns a few extra yards. Jess Whelan with the run.
That's it. They just need some chunk yards and get the ball moving forward. Get a bit of momentum.
Payton. 3 receivers on the right. Whole left side of the field is open. Tessa Davis, will she go that way? She's going to go to the end zone. There's someone there, and they've caught it. They claw one back, the South Australian Sharks. And it's Jess Whelan by the looks of things. Jess Whelan with the touchdown.
Perfect ball, just dropping it just over the outreach end of the defence there, and did well to hold on to it in the end.
Jess Whelan is wearing 21 on her back but 17 on her shorts, which makes it confusing for us callers. Please wear the same number next time, Jess. But great touchdown. Here comes Tessa Davis. She's going to try and run a little extra, and that's a catch. Conversion made. Kaori Jeffries. They go to 7.
Not sure what they talk about in the huddle, but it's come out and it worked.
Well, the deficit is just being reduced every little time, and 7 points is very crucial. Still a 2-score game. But the ACT need to respond here. If the Sharks can get a stop, that might change things. Just under 7 minutes left in this game. Every game effectively a final. South Australia in 6th on the ladder. ACT in 4th. A win for the ACT would be crucial. They need to keep pace with the WA women who have an extra win on them. Throw was wobbly and batted away by Tessa Davis. as Julia Santos Muriel steps up into quarterback. Danny de Groot on receiver and centre. Santos Muriel, motion in the backfield, fakes the handoff, keeps it herself, goes forward, and it's dropped and caught by Marilyn Iona. A flag thrown, though.
That was an incredible play. Great, right time, right place.
Went through everyone's hands. Unfortunately, the flag went through the referee's hands as well. Julia Santos Muriel at quarterback, and that's been sharing the load with Danny de Groot. How do you feel about the two quarterback look for teams, Tommy?
I like when they haven't quite used it as much as you see on the men's side, but having them out there just gives you options, you know, especially with the running side of the game. So I like when you've got a couple of QBs out on the field.
Definitely creates a bit more havoc for the defense, not knowing what's going to occur. I'd like to see Danny de Groot playing in that double quarterback position, as you mentioned. I'm not sure who else can snap the ball on this ACT side, but if they can get a different centre, it'll be interesting to see both quarterbacks behind the ball, behind the line of scrimmage, and options for lateral passes and backward moves before they go forwards. Santos Muriel is going to come under centre here, quarterback to quarterback. It's a sideways snap, and Danny de Groot has room to move, gets around the first defender, but not much yards after that.
This is good for ACT, though, just taking a bit of time off the clock. Putting the pressure right back on SA to force that turnover.
Long snap to Santos Muriel. Motion in the backfield from Hounslow. Handoff. Hounslow has it. She's going to go upfield. Tiptoeing down the sideline. Goes out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It's third down for the ACT. Looking to their coach, Joshua Gargiulo, for instructions. Santos Muriel under centre. Tessa Davis in defence, and it goes straight through all the defenders. Finds the hands of their receiver, Kylie West, and another touchdown for the ACT Monarchs.
They realise that if they scored there, that it just puts it beyond doubt. Gives them that real 3-touchdown buffer now.
I think that might do it, might seal it for the ACT Monarchs, the SA Sharks with a mountain to climb and just 2 minutes and a bit left remaining on the clock. Here's the 1-point conversion attempt to put things out of reach for the SA Sharks. Santos Muriel, long ball to the other quarterback. Danny de Groot makes the extra point. It's 26-7 to the ACT.
They've been gallant, SA, but I think that does just close the book.
I mean, gallant or valiant, either way it works.
Both.
Yeah. SA Sharks got to take the field now. And really, they're playing for pride. Tessa Davis, love to get another score. Maybe we'll see her air it out. Maybe we'll see some long balls. Fakes the handoff, going to move herself, use the footwork, and receiver has to go upfield, crosses the line of scrimmage, Kaori Jeffries, and moves the sticks up to the 12-yard line.
There's the 2-minute warning from the refs there.
So 2 minutes left. Our clock not quite accurate. We'll try to keep you updated with the referee's clock. Tessa Davis, short drop back. Goes forward back to Peyton. Peyton, flag pulled gains the yardage, and they're 7 out from halfway. Third down, SA Sharks. Davis. So that came really quickly, that rush from Kenzie Clues. She's got to the quarterback a couple of times. Forced the bad throw there into the turf. It's 4th down. And if the ACT Monarchs can get a stop here, I think that might do it, Tommy.
Clues really has been, pressure has been enormous today.
Timeout taken. Got to conserve the clock, SA Sharks. They know they need this. I think realistically there's no hope of getting back into the game now that the 2-minute warning has been passed. But they would love to score before full time.
Like you said before, might be a good chance for Tessa Davis just to try out a few things as well.
So Sharks talk things over. Time ticking down. ACT looking to move up into the top 2. This will get them even with the WA women. But it's all about points differential, so they would love to get a stop with no points on the board, the ACT. Here's the snap. Davis. Got to go long, does so. Oh, nearly converted through Ileana Mulroney, just through the fingertips. And Tessa Davis hangs her head. She knows that was the last opportunity to get something on the scoreboard. ACT come out. They're probably set up for victory formation. Will they try to get some points? Maybe. Yeah, it looks like they're going to set up for a victory formation here with their 2 quarterbacks, one behind another. Danny de Groot in front, and Julia Santos Muriel at the back takes a knee and takes the ACT through to their next win. That is 2 on the tournament for the ACT women, chasing down that top 2 ladder position. Of course, it is finals day here in Sydney at the Australian National Flag Football Championship. ACT have just beaten the South Australian women. And up next, we have a men's match between Queensland and another team that will be yet to be determined. Semi-final number 1 is coming up soon. We watch the team shake hands. Really impressive stand by the ACT women, chasing down that top 2 ladder position. They are not playing semi-finals and quarterfinals, the women. Women will just play 1 versus 2 on the ladder. So it was Hannah Monty that was a game changer today. She's had numerous picks, numerous scores, and she's with our man on the sideline, Danny Webb.
Absolutely dominating on defense today. How have you been able to see the ball so well?
We're dropping. Like when you're behind the ball, you can see everything. So it's just come down on it hard. And yeah, getting a bunch of picks, it's real nice.
And then your offense is firing to reward you for the good defense.
Yeah, we've been putting in a lot of work in the lead up to this tournament. I think it's really showing today. Yesterday we had a bit of a slow start, but today it's been really on.
And what's the plan for the rest of the day moving forward?
We're going to beat WA.
Perfect.
Hope that other people lose and we can get into the final.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Back to you, Kate.
Thanks,
Thanks so
Danny.
much.
Thanks, Hannah Monty. If they beat WA, they will go for a chance into the top 2. They have to hope that New South Wales and Queensland lose. Queensland, probably the one they want to lose, being in second place right now. And New South Wales are undefeated. So Championship Monday continues here in Sydney at Blacktown International Sports Park. Stay with us. There's a men's match coming up next. It's South Australian men against the Queensland men in the first semi-final of the day.